Assalamu alaikum dear students, welcome back into a new lecture, lecture 62. My dear students, this is class first year and I am your teacher Adnan Aram. Dear students, in previous lecture we started chapter 12. In chapter 12, which is about circulation, in the circulation first we define the circulatory system, then the component, a very important component of the circulatory system, human heart was started. Its structure was completely studied. Then the heartbeat control was studied. Today I am here to complete the resting component of the human heart, which is the conducting system. So today we will discuss conducting system, blood vessels. Along with that, we will discuss human lymphatic system. So these are the contents of the today's lecture. So let's start today's lecture. The conducting system of the heart. First of all, you need to know that the heart is myogenic. Myogenic. The heart consists of the muscles, and these muscles usually contract and relax. You know very well that the muscles have the ability to contract and relax. So they are myogenic. The components, if we look at the components, the SA node, the AV node, the atrioventricular bundle, and the conducting myofibrils. These are the four components of the conducting system of the human heart. My dear student, what is node? Node is actually the aggregate of the muscle fibers. And look at the right atrium. This is the right atrium. This is the right atrium. The right atrium, just at the top of the right atrium, we have synoatrial node. This synoatrial node, and then at the base we have another node which is called as atrioventricular node, or the AV node. Just from the AV node, there is a bundle arrive which is called as atrioventricular bundle. So the atrioventricular bundle then divided into two branches, and this is called then bundle of His. These two bundles then further divide, and branches arise from them which are called as myofibrils, and which are also called Purkinje fibers. And these Purkinje fibers have certain gaps which are called the gap junction intercalated discs, which are very important for the transmission of electrical potential in these fibers. Now let's start what is usually what's going on. The SA node, which is actually the pacemaker, which is generating more potential as compared to the myogenic tissues of the human heart, they travel from the SA node to the AV node. The electrical potential or the action potential travel from SA node to AV node. The SA node generates the potential. That's why this is called as a pacemaker. So when they travel to the AV node, from AV node they travel to the bundle of His or the atrioventricular bundle, and after that into the through Purkinje fibers to the all parts of the heart. So in the resting condition, when the action potential just got started, it takes 0.4 seconds that this potential will reach from the SA node to the AV node. But there is a delay after AV node to the AV bundle, and that delay is 0.11 seconds, which usually for the purpose that the cardiac the total delay is 0.15 seconds. This what it will do, it will allow completion of atrial contraction. Atrial contraction will be completed. After that, ventricular contraction will start. So my dear students, this is the conducting system of the human heart, and this is the structure. Again, I am repeating SNO just at the top of the right atrium and at the base of the left atrium. Right atrium, we have AV node. But the real one who is generating the potential is SNO. That's why it's called as a pacemaker. After that, it travels to the electrical potential or the action potential travel from SN node to AV node, from AV node to bundle of phase, atrioventricular bundle, then Purkinje fiber, and in that way, the conduction of the action potential is usually performed. Due to this conducting system, the heart is rhythmically beating and the cardiac the heart is capable of cardiac function. Otherwise, it's very hard to keep pursued. Sometimes there is a problem in the pacemaker. An artificial pacemaker is just planted in the thoracic cavity, and this system is really important for the function of the heart. So it was all about the conduction of the heart. Now we will move towards the blood vessels. So the next part of the next topic is the blood vessels. There are three types of blood vessels. Which are following: arteries, veins, and capillaries. So the first one is the artery. The type of blood vessels which transport the blood away from the heart. Meaning it's will take away the blood from the heart to the body. Now, what is the structure of the artery? Structure usually consists of three layers. One is called as tunica adventitia. The second one is called as tunica media. Tunica media. The middle one, and tunica intima are the endothelium. It can also be called as epithelium, mesothelium, and endothelium. Now if we look at the structure of this is made up of fibrous connective tissues. The tunica eventia. The tunica media consists of the smooth muscles, along with smooth muscles they have connective tissues. And the third one are the tunica media, consist of squamous epithelium. So the first layer is, then the second one, and then the third one. The third one, the middle one, having two parts, and circular smooth muscles, which play a vital role in the vasoconstriction and vasodilation, and along with connective tissues. But we have 2 to 3 layers of circular smooth muscles in the arteries. Now in the veins are the blood vessels type of blood vessels which transport blood towards the heart. From the body towards the heart. These students, just like arteries, it also have 3 layers, and these 3 layers are again tunica adventitia, tunica media, and third one is tunica intima. Tunica adventitia, tunica media, again fibrous connective tissues, smooth muscles, but smooth muscles, just thin layer. Thin layers. And then tunica intima, squamous epithelium. The walls of the arteries are thick from the veins in the respect that the tunica media part of the arteries having 2 to 3 layers of the circular smooth muscle, but you have just 1 layer of circular smooth muscles and along with connective tissue. And veins are different from the arteries in the sense that it have valves. Most of the arteries whose veins whose diameter is more than 2 millimeter, they are having walls, which usually prevent the backflow of the blood. The last and the final one is the blood capillaries. Capillaries diameter is 7 to 9 micrometer, and they just consist of a single layer of endothelium. And they are so thin in some parts where RBC can't pass, two RBCs can't pass parallel, but they will just travel in a file they can travel. So you can come. Capillaries are a very important part for the exchange of different materials. The largest artery aorta, then are arteries, then arterioles, then capillary. Veins, vena cava, largest veins, pulmonary vein, then veins, venules, and capillaries. So my dear students, if I learn about the blood vessels, these three types of vessels we have. The last part of today's lecture is the human lymphatic system. So please stay with me. In the last part of the lecture, we will explain lymphatic system. Welcome back, students. Now we are in the final part of the lecture, and the topic is the lymphatic system. Dear students, the lymphatic system consists of the lymphocytes, lymphatic vessels, lymphatic nodes, spleen, thymus, gland. These are the components which make the lymphatic system. But first of all, we need to know what is interstitium. 1/6 of the total body consists of the spaces between the cells, and these spaces are called interstitium. These interstitium are filled with a fluid called interstitial fluid, which is actually derived from the blood through diffusion and filtration and diffusion process. They come from the capillaries. Now, if we look at the composition of the interstitial fluid, it consists of the plasma. It's most similar to the plasma because it's derived from the blood, but the main difference, it has low concentration of protein because protein can't pass easily from the basement membrane. So comparison, interstitial fluid, usually 30-liter fluid are formed, and out of this 30-liter fluid, which is interstitial fluid, 27 is back to the blood, and only 3 liters are entered into the lymphatic system, and it becomes the lymph. So lymph is actually derived from the interstitial fluid, and interstitial fluid is derived from the blood. Now lymph consists of the ions, nutrients, proteins, hormones, enzymes plus lymphocytes. If we look at the lymphatic vessels, we have lymphatic capillaries first, lectines which are called. And after lectines open into the lymph ducts. The lymph ducts are also just like the veins. They have walls, so the backflow is not possible. And then it finally joins the left and right thoracic duct, which open into the vena cava and just entering and throwing the lymph again into the blood. The lymph capillaries are comparatively more permeable than the blood capillaries. And if you look at the lymph node, these are the aggregates of connective tissues, and it's 1 to 25 millimeter in diameter, and they are responsible for the phagocytosis of different pathogens because lymphocytes are present in them. The main function of the lymphatic system is the transportation of the fats in the digestive system. We studied that the absorption of the fats is they convert into chylomicron, and these chylomicron from the epithelium of the vellus enters it through exocytosis into the lectins, and lectins are responsible for the transportation of fats in the body because the fats molecules can't be carried by the blood capillaries. And then last one we have spleen. Spleen is a lymphoid organ, but it is the main site of erythrocyte destruction. What are erythrocytes? Erythrocytes are red blood cells, are red blood corpuscles which are usually destroyed in the spleen. And it also acts as a blood reservoir. It stores the blood, it releases the blood when we have more oxygen. Needs so more RBCs mean more hemoglobin means more oxygen carrying capacity. So my dear students, it was all about today, it was all about circulation, it was all about lymphatic system. Dear students, inshallah we'll see you in next lecture, lecture 63, in which we will start the final chapter of the syllabus, chapter 13, immunity. Thank you so much for staying with me. Stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.